Hello and welcome to my channel, Tara Swiss Kitchen. And at the moment, I'm just cooking something for supper and to take to work tomorrow. I've been having a pretty busy day, and let me see. The computer's making me remove Rumble. Okay. So I'm streaming to YouTube and to Twitch, both of them Tara Swiss Kitchen. And I've had a very busy week, a very long week, and things at work held me over too long. Basically, some guy in a pickup did a U-turn in front of me. I locked it up. I pull a tanker for a living, and I blew out a tire. And it caused me to get back home instead of Friday night, Saturday morning. I got home late Saturday night. And, well, not enough time to do everything. And I've only got one day a week that I can really sleep. So slept in. I went and I picked up my motorcycle from my son's house. I had it delivered there because somebody would be there. And so I've got a new motorcycle. And I also have a new channel, which is Chasing Ghosts. And it's a motorcycle channel, which I linked up in the top of the chat. So hopefully there's a link up there you can click on if you haven't subscribed to it, or if you want to subscribe to it. And I didn't have time to throw things together for a big fancy meal or anything like that. So I'm just cooking garlic soup tonight. And yes, I know I cook it a lot, but I do like the soup. And that's what I've got going on. Next week, I'm thinking about cooking enchiladas, maybe something Mexican food. And if you have any suggestions, please post them in the chat or post them in the comments. If you're watching this later, I will look at all of them. But I'm thinking of doing something kind of Mexican food next week. I just didn't have a whole lot of time this week to do anything. Mainly because of work, and I had to go pick up my motorcycle, the new one, and that thing is awesome. It's a 2023 Lowrider ST, and it is very fun. But anyways, I've got probably 2 tablespoons-ish, 1.5 maybe, of olive oil. And I've already smashed up some garlic. Which, let me see, right there. I'm going to go ahead and start by putting this in there. You don't want your heat up really high. Just have it down nice and low so you can burn garlic real easy. And you're just going to kind of basically roast it. It's going to start changing colors a little. And about that time, you need to be adding stock or broth. So I'm going to start getting that ready. And I'm just using bouillon. And let me put this in here. Makes it easier to mix. I put it in here. I'm going to put hot water in there just to mix it up good. And I have this ready in just a minute. Hopefully the camera's picking that up, but it's already starting to change colors. The garlic will burn really easily if you're not careful. Stir this up a little more. Well, thank you. The process. I don't know if I'm at a level. I just cook. So I'm hungry. I cook something. And if you haven't watched my channel before, generally what I cook on the weekends, I take with me on the road. And truck stop food is expensive. I drive a truck for a living. And I'm trying to eat healthier, that sort of thing. So I'll cook Slavic food, I'll cook Cajun food, and a little bit of everything. But now it's time to add the bouillon to the pot here. And I'm going to need one more of these. And it's going to come out to 2 quarts. Sorry I don't have more cameras set up. I probably should have bought another camera. My camera messed up. So I'm using my phone as a camera. And that is what it is. I bought a bike instead of a camera, so I didn't say I was good at decision making. Okay. I'm dropping things over here. I don't want to do that. But now that we've added 2 quarts of the bouillon, and you can use stock or broth. Honestly, stock works the best with this dish. I'm going to add a tablespoon of marjoram. See if that shows up. There you go. Turn my heat up here because we're going to bring this to a boil. A teaspoon, not a tablespoon. I don't know what I said. Marjoram. Marjoram is sweet oregano. It's in the oregano family. And a lot of places actually call it sweet oregano. And I can stir this around a little bit. And we are going to bring this to a boil. And I'm going to start dicing up some red potatoes. One day I swear I'll get more organized. But anyways, I'm cooking garlic soup. And let me rinse this out. And garlic soup is also called hangover soup. And it is Slavic food. And kind of like you'd eat like chicken soup or something like that if you were sick. Well, this is kind of like that, except there's not a lot of chicken in it. There's an egg that gets put in at the end. And that's about it for the chicken. A lot of these recipes come from, well, basically peasant food. What they had available. Kind of like chicken pepper kosh or something like that. And they end up being really good. People figure out how to cook things that taste good. Like look at a lot of the cuts of meat we use in the South, which I live in Texas. And that's basically where it came from. You know, the cheaper cuts of meat are at the time that were. And people figured out how to make really good food from those cheaper cuts of meat. You don't need these extremely small. You don't want them extremely big. Just kind of bite size. Put them in there. I usually do about 6 red potatoes. These are a little small. I might do 7. But if you're making soup, red potatoes are gold potatoes. Don't use russets. Russets fall apart on you too easy. And my preference is red potatoes, but gold potatoes work as well. Bjorn, how are you doing? I saw your comment on my Discord, and you have an open invitation to any chat that I do. And I haven't quite figured out the recipe to use that honey that you sent me. But I am going to use it on something. I just haven't quite figured out what I want to use it on yet. And of course I have limited time. And I know this isn't safe, the way that I cut things, but I'm not a professional chef, and this knife isn't extremely sharp. And hopefully I don't do what Matt did and cut my fingers open. But if it happens, it happens. Like anything else. The other nice thing about red potatoes, you might want to wash them, but you don't have to peel them. Lemon, honey, ginger, hot drinks. Yes, like making a hot toddy or something. That works good. Or a ham or something like that. It's sitting in my cabinet right now. I haven't tried it yet. Looks really, really good though. Might use it as a sweetener before then. Honey is a good sweetener. Is that 3 or 4? It's something like that. But this is a very quick, very easy recipe as far as just home cooking, stuff like that goes. Because literally, you just roast some garlic, and you don't have to smash the garlic like I do. I just like doing that. I peel it and I smash it. You could probably use minced garlic and just figure out about what 7 cloves would look like, because usually I put 7 cloves in there and roast about that much. I ought to measure that out one day. I usually don't use the pre-made stuff. And I have garlic growing in my garden, of which we may be moving. I don't know. If we do, I'm going to have to plant some more garlic. Right now, I don't have any fresh garlic, and that kind of sucks. So I'm using the store-bought, but I do like having fresh spices around. Whether it's oregano or sage, garlic, onions, bell pepper, all that stuff is really spice. You're flavoring your food with it. Okay, the big potato. I have one big one. This might be enough on the potatoes. Who else in there? Bjorn, the process. That's all that's commented. I think there's one more person watching. This one's a little bigger. See how big a mess I make with it. Apparently a big mess. It happens. No big deal. Sometimes it's fun to make a mess. If they keep landing in this bowl, that would be awesome. And that should be enough potatoes. Usually about 6 normal size, but the candies. I may have. They might still be in the box. I'll have to look. Yeah, they might be in the box. I'm not sure if I tried those or not. I'll take a look at it. I did get the beeswax candles. Tweedledee, welcome. And TTL Seattle. What am I making? I am making garlic soup. I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit. And be careful when you take a lid off like that because it'll have hot water on it. And also be careful putting this in because it can splash you. I ought to be better at this, but I'm not. My bowl was a little bit overfilled, which makes that kind of interesting. Give that a little stir. Turn my heat back up. I was turning the heat down so it wasn't like rolling, boiling. And we are going to bring this to a boil. Now, if you've never done this before, or made this dish before, like any other, I would suggest tasting your soup and salting to taste. If you are using stock or broth, especially if you're using the low sodium, potatoes will soak up the salt that you have in any dish. So taste it, and if you need some more salt, add a teaspoon, something, but basically salt to taste. Reaper pepper. That's way too spicy for you. Okay, hold on. I got someone in my kitchen. Hold on. Okay, my wife's fixing some food. So, anyways, we're going to bring this to a boil. And like I said, taste it, see if it has enough salt in it. And while this is happening here in just a minute, I'm going to get one egg. And we are going to beat that egg pretty good. And then pour it in nice and slow. Those who have seen me do this before know what I'm doing. This year, produce some honeycomb. Oh, that would be awesome. I love honeycomb. Sorry, that was noisy. It's still a little bit noisy. But anyways, when she gets out of here, I'm going to get an egg. We're going to beat it up. And we're going to pour this in here a little bit at a time. So let me go back through my comments, see if I missed anything. There it was. That's Bjorn. Honeycomb is awesome. Reaper pepper. I like hot food, but I don't want to torture myself, if that makes any sense. I like to still have flavor in the food. If the point becomes it's about the heat and not the flavor, I sort of lose interest. I know a lot of people are into that. I'm just not. I like really hot food, just I want to still be able to taste the food. that. Answered that one. I have no idea what this is. It says, hi, I want to offer a promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. Auto on, incredibly flexible, convenient. Add order management panel, everything is in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize. Go to dogehype.com. Okay. Well, I guess I finally got a comment on what is the other channel. Hello, I'll delete the spammers. Hello, Vanessa Kitty. How are you doing? This chat shouldn't be too much longer. Because once the potatoes are done, it's basically done. All you have to do is pour the egg in there and you're done. Now you can pour this over cheese. Swiss cheese works the best. And sometimes if I have dark rye bread, I'll make croutons to put over the top of it. But what's probably going to happen is I'm pretty sure I have mozzarella. And I'll probably just put some mozzarella in there and pour the soup over that and go from there. You're doing okay. How am I doing? Oh, I'm doing good. Healing pretty good. Got another motorcycle. I have another channel as well. If you scroll up to the top of the comments, I don't know if it'll let you, and I don't know if I can post it again. That way I could separate the food from the motorcycle content. I started a channel called Chasing Ghosts, and I will be doing a chat next weekend, Saturday at 11 o'clock. Hopefully the noise is gone now, but I'll be doing a chat next weekend at 11 p.m. on Saturday on the other channel, a motorcycle chat, and hopefully getting a few people to join in. Let me see if I can do this without deleting everything. Hold on. That's a link to the other channel. I believe that is just a short kind of review thing I did on a gas cap, and I transferred it from YouTube over to there, and I could use subscribers. Anyone who wants to subscribe. I can't pronounce that. Is that Corey? What's up? How are you doing? Looks like you asked the question. What's up? I am cooking garlic soup. That is what's up. And I'm learning how to post the comments on the thing. That's why I keep clicking on them. Figured that might be a good thing for going through and answering questions, that sort of thing. And if you're wondering why the two screens are up there, it's so that I can read the comments and everything. I'm using my phone as a camera. And my eyes are not good enough to tell what's in some of those icons. One of the wonderful things about getting older. In my head, I feel like I graduated high school yesterday, but that was a long time ago. My youngest son is an adult now. That will make you feel old. It's like you feel like you were 19 yesterday, but he's going to be 20 next month. Not even a teenager. You're only 34? Don't worry. Blink, you'll be 44, then you'll be 45. And I'm pretty sure if you blink again, you'll probably be in your 50s or 60s. That's just kind of how it works. The older you get, the faster time flies. Life gets busy. And it's like the needle on the clock, the hands, they just start spinning faster and faster. Seems like in elementary school, you could count to 100 between the little clicks of the second hand. And kids today would not know what you were talking about if you said second hand. Anyways, I need to get an egg out and start beating that. Probably will rinse this out because I don't want to make any more work with dishes and stuff than I have to. Having a bigger kitchen would be awesome. Have this tiny little kitchen. It served me well though. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm beating up an egg. Just so I have it ready. And I'm going to taste off my soup and one of these potatoes. Now, if you have a bunch of people at your house, don't use the same spoon every time you do this. A chef would have a bunch of little small spoons. And that is about right. If I'm just cooking for me, I really don't care. Okay, we're gonna pour this in just a little bit at a time. I'm sure there's some kind of instrument like a sieve that would make this easier, but I'm not that complicated. But I am thinking about making enchiladas next week. Not sure which kind yet. If y'all have any suggestions, leave some comments in the chat, or if you're watching this later, just leave a comment. I'm thinking about making Mexican food next weekend. So far, I'm thinking enchiladas. Bring that nice casserole dish out again. Like I said, this is a pretty simple meal. Not very complicated, not very many ingredients. You can use stock, broth, or bouillon. Some red potatoes, gold potatoes, just a little bit of marjoram and an egg. You don't even have to pour it over cheese or anything like that if you don't want to. Some versions of this will have like big chunks of rye bread, stuff like that in there. If I'm going to use rye bread, I'll make croutons out of it. But you just take the slice of rye bread, you cut it up into little crouton pieces, fry them up in a little bit of olive oil, and you have croutons. I just don't have any dark rye bread. If you do that, use dark rye bread. That's done. And in the background, that's one of my cats. Her name is Chloe. And what she needs, there's no one in this house that can help her. And that was Chloe chased by a mastiff. He's not going to be able to help you with what you want, baby. Do I have any cheese in here? Oh, sure I have cheese. Here's some mozzarella. That'll work. And here's cheddar Monterey Jack. I'll try this. See how it tastes. Yeah. Every once in a while, my house will basically sound like the Tom and Jerry cartoon, where you have the lady chasing the dog that's chasing the cat that's chasing the rat. I don't think we have any rats. But I do have a mastiff and I have cats. So every once in a while they chase each other. I'm just going to put some cheese here in the bottom of the bowl. You don't need a whole lot. Like, if you were using Swiss cheese, just take one little slice of Swiss cheese, cut it up in strips, put it in the bottom, and pour your soup over the top. And you'll be fine. Go ahead and turn that off. And I will rinse this later on. We're using it. And there you go. Garlic soup. That took us 40 minutes. Not very many ingredients. 7 garlic cloves. About 6 red potatoes, 2 quarts of either stock, broth, or bouillon, a teaspoon of marjoram, and 1 egg. And that's all you really need. So, let's go back through here. That sounds like a good idea, to have a little mug with little small tasting spoons. And a whisk makes it easy too. Yes, it does. I had a fork available quicker. Cashew kitty. No, the wrong kind of kitchen. I don't know if anyone ever really did that, but no, she's not fixed, and she's looking for a Tom, and there's no Toms in this house. And Dennis over there is fixed, though she keeps trying to convince him, but he's fixed, so he can't really help her either. He was fixed when I got him. Yeah, if my cats are doing their job. Oh, they do their job. Any little critters get in the house, and I live in the swamp in East Texas, not too far from the thicket. We've got everything. We got hogs, we've got alligators. We got all kinds of frogs and lizards and stuff. Usually what'll end up happening is like they'll find a lizard and they'll go after that. There's so many cats out here in the neighborhood. It's like a subdivision out in the swamp kind of thing. And the cats are a good thing because we've got pine swamp out the back door. And you'd be overrun with rodents and stuff if it weren't for the cats. And there's just a whole bunch of stray cats around here, and they keep the rodent population in control. It's a lot better than putting poison or something like that out that another animal is going to kill that animal that kills them too. I mean, do what you have to do, but I think cats work better. The dog's here, he's got a different purpose. He's a Great Dane and Boxer Mastiff mix. And he does his job very well too. He goes on the road with me a lot, and 2 people broke in my truck while I was sleeping in it, and they got out real quick. Well, both of them didn't get in the truck. The one technically didn't get in the truck. So he does his job. But anyways, I have a nice garlic soup here. That I'm going to eat for supper. And I think my camera just went out. I think it just did. Yeah, I don't know if it's still putting the screen up there, but the camera for my phone just went out. Good timing though. I was able to get everything done. And we're at the end of my little chat here. Like I said, that link that I posted up there earlier, that's to my new channel. That's for the motorcycle content, so I can put that stuff over there and keep it off my cooking channel. Next week, I plan on cooking some kind of Mexican food. I cooked chicken tortilla soup a couple weeks ago. That was really good. And I think I'll do enchiladas or something. Yeah, now StreamYard took the other thing off of it. So, yeah, my phone died. I was using it as a camera. But it lasted just as long as I needed to use it. So, I can't complain too much. And probably going to be enchiladas. If you have any other suggestions, post them in the comments or post them to the video after we're done to the comment section. And I will definitely look at all of them. But anyways, I'm going to eat my supper. Thank you so much to everyone who has watched my little live chat here, and especially those of you who have made it to the end. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I want to push this little red button over here in the corner and end the broadcast. Taco salad, that is an option. I'll put it up there. I'll probably do a poll towards the end of the week on my community tab and see how that comes up. I'm not sure yet, but I'll see. But I'm thinking Mexican food. Anyways, I'll figure out how to end the broadcast one day. And thank you so much. I'm going to push this little button now, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.